By December 1944, the Allied armies had driven the Germans back to the west wall defenses of the Reich, capturing the city of Aachen and breaching these defenses to the west of Cologne. With the Allies poised to break through into the Ruhr, the heartland of German industry, Hitler became convinced that his only hope of saving the Reich was to concentrate all his reserves for a last desperate offensive in the west. 25 divisions were secretly assembled in the Eifel Mountains. These included the elite and well-equipped 6th SS Panzer Army, commanded by Sepp Dietrich. On December the 16th, the attack was launched through the Ardennes forest in southwest Belgium. Though almost a rerun of the 1940 offensive that led to the collapse of France and the evacuation from Dunkirk, Allied planners had made no provision for such an attack. They were taken completely by surprise. In the center of the front, shocked and inexperienced American units were completely overrun. The objective of the offensive was to punch a hole in the Allied lines and make an armored drive towards Namur and the Meuse River. From the Meuse, a rapid push to Antwerp would effectively cut off the Allied armies facing the Ruhr. By Christmas Day, the Germans had advanced up to 70 miles in places. But just a few miles short of the Meuse, the drive was halted, not by Allied resistance, but by chronic shortages of fuel. The German attack had become a great bulge in the front line. More determined Allied resistance on the flanks of the offensive, and in particular around the town of Bastogne, had prevented a general breakout to the west. Counterattacks against these flanks now threatened to pinch out the Bulge and isolate the bulk of Dietrich's forces in the west. By the 8th of January, the situation had become untenable, and the original objectives of the offensive unattainable. Short of fuel and ammunition, Dietrich ordered a withdrawal towards the Reich. The Battle of the Bulge, Hitler's last desperate gamble in the West, had won him little, but had cost the Wehrmacht more than 100,000 casualties, 600 tanks, and 1,600 aircraft. In 1945, these losses were irreplaceable.